Hello and welcome to another video with me flying historical battles. Today we are not going to get fixated on just one plane or just one battle. We are going to see how did I do in several battles. I have been playing quite a lot for the last 2 days, and yeah, well, we start with the Hawker Typhoon Mark 1A, which is the level 7 Typhoon, and is the one with 12 machine guns. This plane in arcade, let me tell you, sucks badly. As does its gift plane brother. Well, it's not that it sucks, but it really demands a kind of flying that you I mean, it's not that nice. Lacks roll rate, lacks acceleration, lacks climb rate, but it's a very fast plane down low on the deck. And for historical battles, this plane can actually do very nice hit and run tactics on low level targets, such as the ones I have in front of me right now. I just took off and started making a run for the targets. The key behind this is that the enemy fighters are going to be, at least I expect them to, are going to be climbing, and as such will be moving at a slower speed than what I'm doing right now. I'm doing 510 kilometers per hour with a couple of 500-pound bombs under the wings, which is very good. So well, what I'm planning to do is low level, very fast slashing attack on that armor column there. There are some medium tanks. Drop the bombs, come back and do strafing runs on the softer targets. Then things develop a little different, you'll see that, because there are a Wellington, a Junkers 88 around. So what I'm thinking right now is, okay, I'm going to drop the bombs and go for them. I'm the fighter here. So dive in attack, I aim the bombs, drop them, and there goes one of the enemy tanks. And now I'm scanning around where they are. There they are. I spot a high 109, which I have to keep an eye on, because if he dives here I could be in trouble. Keep an eye on him again, and go for the enemy bomber as well. Now anti-aircraft is starting to get me worried. Let me tell you this, in historical battles, and particularly in those missions that are in the Pacific with destroyers involved, I've been killed a lot. I mean, yesterday I was killed 3 times in a row by artillery, anti-aircraft artillery, in very extreme maneuvers or very extreme speeds. So I'm a little bit angry with those. I see the Junkers 88 is engaged, so I aim for the Wellington, which is right now alone. But here I start suffering and fighting against the bad roll rate of the Typhoon. Still, I can set a proper attack. Put hits on the Wellington, but again the roll rate is giving me the shits. Junkers 88 in front of me. I don't want to stay and stand on his 6 without maneuvering, because I know the defensive gunnery is going to chew me to bits. So there you go, fighting that roll rate and setting another pass. Get a pretty good streak of hits. Actually get his elevator. This guy is dead, but again, that the guy behind me didn't know, and as he was about to crash, he starts to shoot, and boom, he gets the kill, not me. So next in line is the Wellington. I'm spotting Dormier and LA5 far there, and I want to finish off this guy and start running. Start running and gunning and putting shots on him, being careful not to hit that 109, cause a fire, running low on ammo, so I just break off because I see other guys are going to kill him and I want to come back to base and reload. So here I am, taking off again. I have returned to base and reloaded the machine guns. And also have a couple other bombs reloaded. And again, soon as I take off, I point my nose towards the target zone, and I plan for a slashing attack on the ground targets, and then I'll start looking for targets of opportunity. The problem with this plane is that, well, you saw that I got very good hits on enemy bombers, but 7.7 machine guns are not enough to kill them off, even in 12 machine gun planes like this Typhoon. They are enough to kill them, but they are going to die a slow death. And if you have someone around who's wanting to get some kills, you'll get basically stolen. And again, well, in the burning Wellington, you could argue that they could have left the plane alone, but then again, the fire can extinguish itself. The other guy, I had killed his elevators and was going down, but people didn't know that. You don't really notice. Well, people could notice I had gotten a critical on that guy, but maybe I had gotten his flaps, not his tail. But well, so I maybe should have one kill right now, but who cares? Coming back to the target zone again, look at that. I'm doing with under the wing bombs and not using water emergency power. I'm doing almost 480 kilometers per hour and accelerating. This plane actually tops at some 550 kilometers per hour at sea level, without bombs, of course, and that's a very fast speed for a level 7 plane, and you can put that onto use because not even the 109Fs or G2s can catch you in a straight run at sea level, and the Focke-Wulf 190s have serious trouble doing so. The later Typhoons are even faster, so a plane that isn't really worth it in arcade mode is actually pretty usable here. Again, I see the medium tanks there. I see the 109 coming. I don't like that because as a fighter this plane has a lot of trouble. So I take aim, drop the bombs, break off towards the 109, destroy the tank, and start tracking him. Luckily I have a couple of friendly Spitfires nearby, so it's not a one-on-one. In a one-on-one, the Typhoon versus a 109 only has one chance, which is running away. But 3 versus 1, well, why not? Still, it's a 109F, which is a very good plane. Put a burst, high yo-yo, fall down on him. Look at that, how slow this plane rolls. Setting another pass, he's coming in. Thankfully not going for the head-on. I hate head-ons. Half loop. Spitfire is on his 6, so the 109 is in serious trouble. The 109 really right now is in a total disaster of a situation because he has 2 planes that turn better than him behind him, and he has 1 plane that is much faster than him also behind him. So if he tries to turn, the Spitfires are going to him. If he tries to run, I'm going to him. So what he starts doing is to start trying to jerk a bit and run for it, but no chance. I'm going to catch up all the time. I prevent the overshoot, do a lag roll, fall down on him. I'm holding my fire. I'm waiting for the proper gun solution to develop. But the guy is jerking very well. Still get some hits, getting him really nervous. Again, I avoid the overshoot, going in the vertical and dropping down on him. Plane wobbles a bit. It's a problem historically with mouse and keyboard. The plane wobbles a lot in some maneuvers. More hits on him. Deploy flaps. I don't want to overshoot him and I want to stick behind him. Go up again, delaying my moves a bit, not to overshoot. Rolling down on him again, fighting that terrible roll this plane has. Well, basically this is just chasing until he's dead. Some longer bursts here. I'm losing patience, which I shouldn't. There you go. Fuselage and death. Wow, that was very close down on the deck. So, well, that was the first battle I'm going to show you. Hawker Typhoon. Useful plane in historical battles. Maybe not the best, but for strict, fast fighter bombing, it's pretty nice. So let's see the results. 1 kill, and 2 tanks destroyed, and pretty nice results. So let's see another one. This time we are flying a Focus Point 90, same map of course, but from the other side. And what I'm going is for the high altitude observation planes. There are 3 per side, and what those things do are AI planes that don't really maneuver a lot, and are basically giving away your situation for your ground target situation for the enemy. If you kill all of them 3, then the ground targets disappear from the map for the enemy team. That's pretty useful because once the first bombing runs have been done, people lose track on what's still up and can delay things a bit to help you destroying the last enemy bombers before they destroy your remaining ground targets. So I spot a Hawker Tempest down there. This is a very high tier level tier battle, by the way. There's a meteor running around. They have a Tempest down there, and well, this is one of those battles when I'm going to award one of my Prick of the Week awards. There you go. There's a meteor down up there. So right now I'm scanning down there. I know the Tempest is down there because I have seen it just 30 seconds ago. So I'm just looking down, just in case. There, Spitfire, Typhoon, lots of enemies. But the Tempest is nowhere to be found. Typhoon, another Typhoon, another Typhoon. There is Tempest. There are 5 enemy guys down there, and I'm not feeling that confident to drop down. Besides, I really want to kill at least one of these IA planes. So I go up. Keeping an eye on the meteor, of course. You never want to lose track of where the jet is, because if you don't, then sooner or later you'll notice that he's at your 6 and he's going to kill you. So Bullfighter up there, that's an AI plane, one of the observation ones. They are pretty high. They are almost at 5,000 meters, and I'm running very low in speed, so I have to climb out to him, keeping a look on him. Again, looking around. Most of my team is up here, since most of them have decided exactly the same as I do, destroying the AI and then going for the players. But we have a meteor up here, and is giving that BF-109 some serious trouble, and also the LA-5. So yeah, Bullfighter coming close, having some problems maneuvering because at 5,000 meters and this low speed, the BF-109 doesn't maneuver very well. Long burst, keep on shooting until I break his wing and first kill. Meteor there, lots of guys up there, and I'm guessing it's time to zoom. Boom and zoom. Select a Typhoon and drop down on him. Watching the speed all the time. Remember, in historical battles, if you overspeed your plane, you lose control surfaces, and if you pull too hard on the stick or pull up too hard, you can rip your plane off. So I'm just dropping at almost 800 kilometers per hour, which is an incredible speed for a plane on historical battles. There you see I'm shaking a lot, which messes up my aim on the Typhoon. I only get some hits. That was because at some 800 kilometers per hour this plane starts buffeting a lot because of compression problems, and if you don't slow down after you start buffeting, you start losing control surfaces, so you have to be very careful. And well, also the buffeting doesn't help when aiming. You notice that I put some good hits on the Typhoon, but not enough to kill him. My aim was totally messed up. So looking around again, Typhoon down there. Oh, rolling this plane is a beauty, even more after trying out a Typhoon. Set up for a diving attack. And you can see, even while I'm diving on that guy at almost 600 kilometers per hour, he's very fast. Those Typhoons are very fast down low. He completes a turn before I can win a shot, almost a head-on, which I didn't want, so I pull up. He has turned around again. He's aiming towards me, but I'm much higher. I have much more energy, so I simply go up and let the plane fall down on him. Again, wobbling a bit. That's a problem with mouse controls in historical battles. You have to use keyboard a lot. Here he comes. He's trying to get a head-on, get some hits, aim his own head-on, and again zooming away. I'm actually hit. My engine is smoking a bit, but I'm not worried because I don't have my little there starts. The plane icon, slightly red engine. I have time. I have some time. The airfield is not that far away from me, so I can beat my time. I see the Typhoons are running for it. I can close down on that, but I see a much lower Tempest, and that's a more tempting target, even more because I'm the only one who can catch up with him. The Tempest is super fast down there, and the other 109 is actually not being able to close down on him. So there you go, lining up for the shot, coming in very fast, almost 700 kilometers per hour. And this guy is not. He has either to try to keep on running and avoid my attack, or keep on running to avoid the other 109 that's trailing you, but eat at myself. And he decides for the latter. I'm running down on low on cannon cells, get lots of hits, run out of 20mm, but he has lost the elevator and he dies. So time for me to return to base. Because well, my engine is red, I'm trailing smoke, and actually the engine is not going to last a lot. Spot a meteor up there. It's clear that he has seen me. Even more so clear that he's actually lining up for a shot on me. So well, I start breaking away. Roll the opposite to spoil his aim. He actually hit me a bit, but ladies and gentlemen, the prick of the week. Well, that's 40,000 lions of repair. So well, yeah, I bagged a couple of enemies and a meteor rammed me. Funny. Let's see another one. So well, let's close this series of videos with Dornier 217 E1 bomber game. This is actually a pretty nice bomber. I actually purchased it today just to use it in historical battles and see how I could do with that. And let me tell you, this is a very powerful plane. It's very fast for a plane that size. I mean, if you when you start up on the on runways in the night fighter versions, you can spawn besides a 109, and you notice how big this thing is. It's very fast for a plane this size. So, and also it has 20mm forward-facing cannon, which is very good for strafing enemy ground targets, and has up to 26 50kg bombs, which in arcade are worthless, but in a game mode with armored columns where you can basically spam the column with bombs, they can do a lot of damage, and you're about to see that. I'm lining up for an attack on that armor column there, being very careful because usually Boo fighters come to this place and start trying to kill bombers. See an artillery down there on the way, so I drop some 50kg bombs to get one extra target before attacking the armor column, and there you go, they are all lined up perfectly for me. And I start simply spamming the column with 50kg bombs. And now, wow, look at that. Ground win streak times 5. So that's 5 tanks are destroyed. It's also a very maneuverable bomber. Very maneuverable bomber. Can do loops without any effort, mostly because it has very top speed and it's very nice at that. Again, spamming bombs on that trail, and ground win streak times 10. I have bagged 10 enemy tanks, but now I have problems. I have a Mustang 1 behind me, and those things have 20mm guns and hit very hard and are very fast. I know they are going to catch up with me, so I ask for help and assistance, and thankfully I get it. It's one of those rare instances when you ask for help from your teammates and they actually help you. The tail gunner also is pretty effective. This is the dorsal turret has a 30mm gun with 380 coverage, so it's a very good defensive weaponry. So, well, I have red engine, very damaged, and a slightly red right engine, so I'm coming back to base. I dropped the remaining bombs and just come back to base. My intention was to linger there and to get some ground targets, strafing them with a 20mm, but look at that, the engine is gone black, so I'm not going to have problems returning to base. With one engine, this plane is perfectly able to return to base, but of course I won't be able to maneuver very well, and any enemy fighter that comes to me is going to kill me. And besides, my right engine is damaged as well. So yeah, just returning to base. I'm going to land and return to the battle zone. So I'll skip the landing and taking off again, and retake it when we are close to action. So here I am. I just took off and I'm heading for the trajectory again. In the meantime, my team has basically overpowered the enemy fighters. There are a Spitfire and the Mustang is still up there. There are a couple of Spitfires and a Mustang, but we have, well, this battle is ours, unless we do really bad in the rest of the game and lose to just 3 enemy fighters. It's going to be a win. So I'm just hurrying and going for the targets on the other side. In the first attack I hit the targets on the left side of the map. Now I'm going to go for the ones in the right side of the map. The problem is, you can see right now, is that we don't have any observation planes left. The enemy has killed them. So I don't really know exactly what's left in the enemy team. Nor I know where exactly they are. I know the general area, but I can't plan for a proper lineup attack as I did with the armor column. I spot a couple of Spitfires there, giving chase to some of our fighters, but they are on their own chased by enemy fighters. Look at that. Rape train for the win. So well, right now there's just one Spitfire and one Mustang. The Spitfire, I know where he is, and the Mustang, I'm pretty sure he has gone back to base to reload. So I'm saying cover me, because I'm actually sure that the guy has gone for a reload, and that sooner or later he's going to come here, and I'll have to deal with him. And dealing with that guy in a bomber this size is not one of my dreams. I mean, this bomber is very maneuverable for a bomber, but come on, not against a fighter. So I'm just scanning and trying to detect where the enemy ground targets are. Really, losing your observation planes is a serious problem for bombers, because you have to be just on top of the ground targets to spot them. So there you go. Light anti-aircraft gun, 2 of them. I line up for cannon pass, miss my first shots, but get the second one. I can't really correct in time to destroy the third one, but now all the ground targets are popping up in my minimap because I'm over there and I'm spotting them. Anti-aircraft, oh, I fear anti-aircraft a lot in this game mode. There's one light tank there, so I'm going to drop my bombs on him. Well, not the 26 bombs, but I'm going to drop some on him. I carpet bomb him, and boom, he goes. Pull up, and oh, I knew this. The Mustang is here, but thankfully we have a Focus 190 here, which is going to help covering us against that guy. And if the guy is smart, he'll go for the fighter. But seems he's ready for the kill and comes for the bomber. So I just avoid his shots, kill a couple of more ground targets, take a look at him. He's going to be engaged with the 190 right now. So I win some separation, pull up and come down again on the other ground targets. Anti-aircraft gun here, and boom, it goes. Artillery there. The Mustang is again coming for me, so I drop very low so he misses his pass. He has passed me. I drop bombs on that one instead of going for the compass. Of course, well, you'll have noticed it. I don't have I do have, sorry, a delay for the bombs. I have a 2-second delay for the bombs, so I can drop them at very low altitudes and well, just fly away before they explode and get my plane in the blast. Artillery, destroy the artillery, another artillery, destroy the other artillery, and the enemy team has run out of planes. So we won this battle. And let's see the results, which are amazing. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked the summary of these historical battles I flew, and see you later.